Welcome to Life Tales and Legacy TV, where we explore the greatest thinkers, leaders, and visionaries in history. Today, we journey back over 2,000 years to meet one of the most influential philosophers of all time, Aristotle. From his birth in ancient Greece to his timeless impact on science, logic, and philosophy, this is the extraordinary life story of Aristotle. Aristotle was born in 384 BCE in the small town of Stagira, in northern Greece. His father, Nicomachus, was the personal physician to King Amyntas of Macedon. This meant that Aristotle grew up in an environment closely connected to medicine and science. Sadly, he lost both his parents at a young age, leaving him orphaned. But his thirst for knowledge never faded. At the age of 17, Aristotle traveled to Athens, the cultural heart of Greece, where he enrolled in Plato's academy, the most famous school of philosophy in the world. At the academy, Aristotle studied under Plato for nearly 20 years. Although deeply influenced by Plato, Aristotle often disagreed with his teacher's ideas. While Plato emphasized ideal forms and abstract truths, Aristotle was more interested in the physical world and concrete evidence. This difference shaped Aristotle's philosophy. He believed that knowledge should come from observation, logic, and experience, laying the foundation for what we now call the scientific method. After Plato's death in 347 BCE, Aristotle left Athens. He spent years traveling, studying biology, politics, and cultures across Greece and Asia Minor. In 343 BCE, King Philip II of Macedon invited Aristotle to tutor his son, a boy who would later become Alexander the Great. Under Aristotle's guidance, young Alexander was taught philosophy, science, medicine, and leadership, knowledge that helped him build one of the greatest empires in history. Years later, Aristotle returned to Athens, but instead of rejoining Plato's academy, he founded his own school, the Lyceum. Here, he taught students while walking in the gardens, earning his followers the name Peripatetics, meaning those who walk about. Aristotle wrote extensively, covering subjects like logic, ethics, politics, biology, physics, poetry, and even theatre. His works became the backbone of Western philosophy for centuries. Aristotle's ideas were revolutionary. In logic, philosophy developed syllogism, a system of reasoning that shaped critical thinking. In ethics, he introduced the idea of the golden mean, the balance between extremes as the path to virtue. In politics, he studied constitutions and defined government systems still relevant today. In science, he classified animals, plants, and elements, influencing biology for centuries. In literature, his book Poetics became the foundation of dramatic theory. For over 2,000 years, Aristotle's writings guided scholars, scientists, and philosophers. Even in the Middle Ages, Islamic and European thinkers preserved and expanded his teachings. Towards the end of his life, political turmoil struck Athens after the death of Alexander the Great. Since Aristotle was linked to Macedon, he faced accusations and hostility. To avoid execution, he left Athens, famously saying, "I will not allow the Athenians to sin twice against philosophy," a reference to the trial and death of his teacher, Socrates. He retreated to his mother's estate in Euboea, where he died in 322 BCE at the age of 62. Aristotle's legacy is immeasurable. His philosophy shaped Western thought, his logic guided scientific inquiry, and his ethics still inspire discussions of morality today. He was more than a philosopher. He was a scientist, teacher, and visionary whose influence continues even in the modern world. To this day, Aristotle is remembered as the master of those who know it. Thank you for watching Life Tales and Legacy TV. If you enjoyed learning about Aristotle, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring life stories. Comment below which philosopher or scientist you'd like us to cover next.